Good morning, friends. Sarah hanging out in the hub's shirt. Did anybody else do that? Just hang out in their husband's shirts if they're gonna be home, just needing something cozy. Do you do that? I always like it. I like it. I like his smell. I like how cozy this particular one is, and I feel so Tennessee wearing it. So, anywho, that's not why I'm with you this morning. Although, you're getting to know me. So, there you go. There's a little getting to know me. I listened to something interesting yesterday while folding laundry, since that's pretty much the only thing I got around to doing. I've been listening to some TED Talks, and I couldn't tell you who. I couldn't tell you what it was called, but I can tell you what it was about. I got some major brain fog going on, but I will do my best because I thought it was very interesting. Stress. We all experience it, right? Have you been told too that stress is a great killer of our bodies, right? Like, it's bad for our heart, it's bad for our minds, it's bad for our bodies, like it constricts our blood vessels, all of that stuff. Have you heard this? That stress is just really bad for you. It's even fatal at times. Well, I have. In fact, I was elated when my dad retired from his job, probably too early, because I was so concerned that he was going to die of a heart attack because of how stressful it was. Well, this woman was talking about, I mean, she's a health advocate. She's been saying for 10 years that you need to lessen your stress, you need to lower it, get out of anything that would be potentially stressful in your life so that you can, take better care of your bodies. And she started her talk with needing to apologize for that it's actually not the stress itself, it's what we think about the stress that causes our bodies to fail. I mean, I've been talking about this. You've heard of it before I've even mentioned it. I've read books for years. We know the power of the mind, right? We know the power of thinking and subconscious thought, right? Well, what she said is when they did a study of so many people over 8 years in stressful positions, right? And everybody experiences stress to some degree, right? There's stress. Life is stressful. But let's look at it a little differently. If we look at it as if you are asked, do you think that stress is dangerous for your health? Do you think stress is bad for you? And you believe that it is, then it will be bad for you. This is what she's come to find. Well, actually, this is what she read about and has now since changed her whole MO. Like, her whole mission has changed because of this study that she had read about. And what they did come to find is that the people with very stressful jobs who thought stress was bad for them really didn't survive very well. They would suffer a heart attack at some point in their life, or malnutrition, or whatever the case. However, their body responded to the stress in a negative way. There were other people with stressful jobs that didn't think stress was bad for them. And in fact, they were completely fine and thriving. Their mentality was different around stress, and their blood vessels remained clear. There was an extensive test in this 8 years, okay? So obviously when they're doing these research studies or whatever, these compare, contrast, little trial deals to get to know the root of something, they go all out. Blood work, sleep patterns, whatever the case. These people who didn't believe stress was bad for them, stress was not bad for them. In fact, they saw it differently, and this is what she was talking about. If you see